Early this summer I picked up a construction grade wheelbarrow, and it was a little rough. The biggest problem it had was a flat tire, and the tire was not salvageable. So I picked up a cheap tire. Key problem there, cheap tire. I ended up having to put a tube in that brand new tire, and the wheel itself was so rusted on the inside that it eventually punctured a bunch of holes in the tube. So fast forward to today, and kind of tired of pumping up the tire every hour or two. So I broke down and bought a flat free tire. The problem I had was, well, first I was lucky enough to find one on sale. The problem was I needed a 5/8. The axle I have is 5/8, not 3/4. The one that was on sale was 3/4, and of course they didn't even stock a 5/8. So what I'm referring to is the axle there. That is a 5/8 of an inch across, and that goes in here. So this is my new flat free tire, and of course we've got too big of a gap. So these bearings are kind of crap anyways. Well, I'll look around. What I found is a better sealed bearing that will fit right inside here. Take this bearing out, slap that one in. So this is, I believe that's 1.5 inches across here. It's about 1 3/8 on the inside diameter, and of course a 5/8 inch axle. So that translates to a 6202/16 bearing. So I've already popped the one out on the other side, and I don't think I'll pull that out. Nope, I won't. So let's just do one side while we're here. So that bearing's already out. The old bearing. What do that is the old bearing. Well, brand new bearing, but just the wrong size for me. And it's a cheap bearing, so we'll get rid of that, and we will stick the better bearing in here. Now, this hole is not perfectly round. Alright, there's the assembly all back together, so you'll see the bearing is down pressed flush with the hub, and the axle's in. Now we just got to put that back in the wheelbarrow, bolt the brackets back on, and we should be good to go. So we have a very large gap between this bracket on the wheelbarrow and the hub. What I did realize is the distance on this hub, if I can try and get this to focus better. I'm not. Lighting's not the greatest. But anyways, the distance between here, the end of the hub, and the inside of the rim is about 3/4 of an inch less on either side than the old original one, which is here. So that leaves me a couple options. I could leave it as is, and because I'm using a better bearing, maybe this won't slide back and forth. I think it's going to. I was able to push it back and forth, and I figure with a load on it, it's more than likely going to move. So I did some digging around in my scrap pile, and I found a piece of steel from what I think to be an old gazebo, and the axle will fit just inside that. Well, spacers created. So there they are. So let's pop this wheel off of here. This out of here one-handed. There we go. So, just gonna pop one of these. Whoops. on there. And then on this side. Okay. And we're all back together. So you'll see we've got spacers on each side. Doesn't wobble back and forth. Raising the wheel, nice and smooth. So we're back to living the wheelbarrow dream.